The release of the zero point 0.5 phase of Escape from Tarkov has seen the Shoreline map be greatly expanded. Now, this now includes the resort and it's very popular. There's loads of loot there, but there's a lot of locked rooms. So we're going to take a look at where you can find the keys for these rooms and what you're going to find inside the rooms once you've got the keys. This isn't going to be a definitive list as I haven't found all the keys myself yet, so if there's some keys you know about then feel free to post them in the comments, but these are going to be a number of keys that I've found and I'll show you where to find them. So we'll start with the estates. Before the map was expanded, this was a really popular looting spot, but with the resort now being there it seems to be a lot quieter, so you've got a lot more opportunity to loot here and not get killed. So starting at the first villa, inside we have the sports car. Now, the boot of this is locked, does 0 to 60 in just under 6 seconds. It's a little hungry on the gas, but there's room in the boot for some cash and a weapon. So to find the key for the sports car, you need to head out to the construction site, which is just out the back of the villas. If you head over by the blue fence at the back of the construction site, you'll find a skip, and the key to the car is sat on this box. One of the other changes for this patch is that one of the villas is now locked. So the second villa you traditionally come to from the normal spawn points is this one. As you can see, the front door is now locked. So I'm wondering if the owners were stupid enough to leave a key out. And yes, they were. If you come to these blue barrels, you can pick up the key, which is the backdoor key, and that will let you into the back door of this villa so you can still get inside and loot the safes. Once you're inside, you'll now find that one of the safes requires a key for you to unlock it, which is this one here. The key for this safe is located back towards the tunnel spawn on this bus, and if you go on the bus you'll find it sat on the seat. Take the key and that is the key to the safe. This bus is located over near the tank near the tunnel spawn. So now you've got the 3 keys for the estates, let's move on to the resort. Now, a lot of people get the orientation on the resorts wrong, as some of the maps you can download are incorrect. So as you can see from this one, you've got the helicopter at the resort is on the north side, but the map is actually upside down, so the west wing and the east wing are the wrong ways round. The guy that did that original map has since released a much better map. His name is Maksen. I don't know him personally, but kudos to him for making a really great map and making it available to everyone. So now you can see that the shoreline is actually on the south, the helicopter is on the south side of the resort, and east and west on your resort buildings are actually in the correct place. So let's take a look at the resort. We'll start at the helicopter. So we know that we're on the south side of the resort. Behind us is the power station and runs down to the beach, and above us leads up to Rock Passage. So that will be the spa building straight in front. To our left is going to be the west block, and over to our right is going to be the east block. Starting with the east block, this is what you're going to find in East 107. You're going to find a lot of medical equipment, a couple of duffel bags, and there's going to be money spawns. Money spawns under the table as well, but you've got medic bags, and on the shelves at the back you're going to find lots of medical equipment. There's more money on the desk, there's another medic bag on the couch, and you're going to find medical equipment on these shelves. The location for this key is actually found in the resort itself, and that's in the band room. So once you're in the band room, if you look on the front chair there, that's where you're going to find the key to East 107. Next up in the east block is East 206. Now this is a really good room because in here you're going to find 2 slim weapon boxes, one of the big square weapon boxes, there's a gun rack, there's the AKM spawn, there's a duffel bag, you can get a med bag, and there's also rare items spawn in here as well. There are are a couple of places that you can find the key for 206 in the eastern block, but I found mine in the back of this SUV, which is on the road which leads down to what used to be the Pier Extract. Next up in the east block is room 222, and this is another great room as it also gives you access to 226 via the balcony. Now in here you're going to find two large weapon boxes, there's a gun locker, there's a weapon rack, the VSS can spawn in here, there's an SMG spawn, there's a grenade box, a toolbox, and also a rare item spawn as well, so this is an excellent key to get your hands on. You can find the key to E222 in the power station, and if you go under the stairs in the main block and you have a look on this chair, that is where you're going to find the key for East 222. Possibly the best room in the eastern block is E314, and in here you're going to find attachments, a magazine spawn on the table, you're going to find a slim weapon box, some food and drink, and balcony room you've got three large weapon boxes and also got a medic bag as well. The key for East 314 spawns in two different places on the woods map, and the first place is in the suitcase by the crashed minivan at the water's edge on your way to the lumberyard. And the second place is at the checkpoint in the bunkhouse, which is between the lumberyard and the underground bunker, and you'll find the key on the little table next to the filing cabinet. Don't forget when you're here that there also spawns a attachment, it's got a green box and a weapon case, and in the back of the SUV you're going to find a medic bag, so it's a good place to loot the key. The last key I've found so far for the eastern block is E328, and you're going to find a computer with computer parts on the table, there's money on the water table, you have a duffel bag on the bed, and you'll find a potential weapon spawn on the windowsill. In the room next door there's two figurines on the table, so there could be other more rarer items spawned there as well. The key for this room can be found on the island, which you access by going across the shipwrecked boat, and if you come to this table here with the outdoor motor on, that's where you're going to find the key for E328. Moving on to the west wing, the first room I have a key for is West 104, and this is really a medical room. You're going to find some money on the desk there, but mainly there's going to be absolutely loads of different medical items, which you can get morphines, you can get Salewas, you can get lots of very useful items. The key for West 104 is also at the power station, and out the back you will find two little sheds, one door open, one door closed, and in these sheds there are some lockers, and I think the key can spawn in either side of these lockers, but I found mine here, so that's where you're going to find the key for West 104. West 112 is not a particularly valuable room, but if you're searching for quest items, there is a couple of duffel bags in there, and you can find some food and drink on the table if you're running out, so you're not going to be encountering a big rush of people trying to get in here, but it's worth knowing. The key for West 112 is located at the bus depot, which is between the power station and the resort, and it's just on the seat there as you go into the bus. Next up is West 216, which is a great room to get into. It has the possibility to spawn rare items, it has two slim weapon boxes, two of the smaller square weapon boxes, it has a grenade box, it has an ammo box, and this is where the M4 can spawn as well. The key for this room spawns in the office next to the band room, and the band room is in the main spa building, and the office is just off to the left, and the key will spawn on the corner of this table. Now, it will also spawn key West 207 on this table as well, but I don't know if it's a bug, but I haven't been able to find that door locked. It's always open and there's not a great deal in there. Next we have West 220, and in West 220 you have two slim weapon cases, you have the chance to spawn rare items, there'll be money on the table, and you'll also find some medical equipment and a green crate. The The key for West 220 is located in one of the villas at the estates. It's the villa that isn't locked, and if you go into the back room you'll find a key locker and you'll find the key for 220 just there. Next door to West 220 is West 221, and this is another great room. You're going to find lots of money on the table, you've got a big weapon box, you've got medical equipment as well going to be laying around. And going out the door through the balcony you can find another medical bag and a duffel bag as well. The key for West 221 can be found on the beach just near the gas station, and if you look on the corner of this sun lounger, that's where you're going to find the key. Next up we're going to find ourselves in room West 301, and this is another great room to have access to. You're going to find 2 computers, you're going to find money on the table, there's 2 large weapon boxes, you're going to have medical equipment on the bed and an SV98 spawn as well. The key for West 301 is going to be on this bus, which is just down from Scav Island and between the bunker and the tunnel, and just as you get on, the key's going to be on the seat on your left. The last room I've managed to gain access to is West 306, and this is probably one of the best rooms to get into. Not only is it an M4 spawn, we didn't find one this time, but it's also a rare attachment spawn, so we found one of the night vision binoculars there. There's money on the floor, there's 2 scavs that can be searched, there's medical equipment laying around, and there's a medical box as well, so it's a really great room to have access to. The key for West 306 is not located on the shoreline. You can find this one in the factory, and if you look in these lockers, which is on the escape side of the lockers, then that's where you're going to find the key for 306. So there you have it. These are all the keys that I've found so far. I know there are others, so if you know anything that's not in this video, then please post them in the comments below so you can help some other people out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, come and check me out on Twitch, and I'll catch you on the flip side.